The time is upon us, my friends. The time of the celestial elves. What on earth is she doing? What I will say, though, is apologies for the delay here. On the subject of time, time is something that is very much not on our side. As many of you, I'm sure, are aware, when you play any Paradox game for long enough, the same save for a long time, things start to get a bit bogged down. It was such a problem in CK2 that they invented a whole new DLC to try and resolve it, that being the diseases. In CK3, clearly it's not much better, and for any of you who've played Stellaris, you'll know that getting to the end game of a campaign in that is like watching a slideshow. It's unbearable. This is not a problem with Elf Destiny. It's not a problem with the mod pack or anything like that. It is just the fact that we have played almost 400 years, coming up for 400 years of a single playthrough, and the game just gets bogged down over time. You got to bear in mind all these characters making all these legends, all these different houses with all their histories and their everything that's going on. I'm sure this hasn't helped at all with all the legend libraries and everything else. It just simply gets bogged down from a whole, you know, playthroughs worth of stuff. And I mean, we've quite literally changed the face of the planet, so I can't complain that much. So here we are then. Again, apologies for the delay. Things are going to be a little bit slower going forward. There might only be an episode every other day because sadly it's taking me 3 to 4 hours to record each episode now because it is just so slow. The time between each days is 5 times as long. So here we are with a learning character. Mastermind philosopher, Empress Elfmeramis, who we raised from baby, what was she, like 3 years old, all the way up to 16, finally being able to play as her. Of course, playing as her is the operative word, so we need to dismiss our region. He was selfless. It was our father, of course, so he should be fine to step aside and allow us to continue on. Somewhere out there in the world as well as our previous character, Faces, out there being a celestial and doing whatever it is she does at the head of a whole new religion. A religion that, of course, we have been tasked with spreading and trying to, I guess, expedite and try and solidify down here in Mesopotamia. Before we can do that, I think we've got a couple of other things I'd like to do. I'm going to leave the Regency active because now she's 16. We're going to send her off to university. Did that say total cost was 19,000 gold? Did I misread that? Oh, no, it's only 2,000 gold. That's not nearly as, terrible. Where should we go, then? I guess we'll stay in Baghdad. There's no reason not to, huh? We need to do a lot of traveling, too, hit all these points and just get some very early, very quick levels, right? We can maybe go on a pilgrimage. Bear in mind, we did make pilgrimages mandatory now for our religion. So when we're finished in university, maybe we'll go out. I think a university study is going to be easy for her because she's a calm, humble character. She probably just wants, and of course she's learning focused, so she probably just wants to stick to her books and mind her own damn business, and I like that about her. Let's get started. I dread the day when I'm forced to roleplay an eager, reveler, lustful, party animal type character at university, because I know in my heart I'm throwing 2,000 gold at us failing. Okay, here we are. We're going to try and mediate an argument between, what, 2 teachers? Okay, there are great merits in both disciplines, my friends. You can do it. 91% chance. You've impressed your teachers. Well done. Good start. We're already at Studioustis level 2. I don't know what level 5 of the education trait does. So this is going to be very enlightening, if you'll pardon the pun. Let me begin from the tome. As everybody knows, I still would love to kill someone with facts and logic before this playthrough is over. Never done it before. It's a 1% chance after all. Oh, hello. Poor unfortunate souls. I will see that you learn to read. Okay, yeah. She's humble and generous, so obviously she would teach them how to read. Somebody in the comments said she's going to be the Mother Teresa of the, of our new religion, and boy, I sure hope not. What have we got going on here? I don't have time for nonsense, Halion. You go party somewhere else, my friend. Well, I think this is pretty much a shoo-in. Almost there. Come on, we need like one more event. Come on, we just need one more event. Are we going to make it? We're not going to make it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, but we got it anyway. You lost the trait Mastermind Philosopher, and we got Erudite Oracle. Have we seen this before? This is intrigue and learning. Oh, interesting. Development growth in the capital is up significantly too. Intrigue and learning lifestyle experience is up. Amazing. Jesus, this might be one of our best characters just off the bat. I would argue it's our best character in terms of the focus that we've gone for her, which is being this kind of religious figure, especially if we get her up to being a celestial as well. Generous, humble, calm, level 5 education there. It's all worked out pretty well, hasn't it? Do you want to bring either of these people to our court? You're very good. And then we could rename him Fey Nasir as well, because he can be our steward. Never trust him and his terrible copper. You'd be a great addition to our court. Erendiel, join me. Join me on the condition that I get to rename you. Although I say that, you know, he's got 27 stewardship or whatever. Current steward has 36. So, actually, we're all right. Right, with that all said and done then, okay, we've got 4 perks off the bat here. Wow, obviously going down Theologian here. Zealous Proselytizer seems good. Clerical Justifications, i.e. this entire playthrough so far. Let's go for Piety. And obviously we'll just get Theologian off the bat here. What's Divine Inspiration? Oh, that's just Reformation. Yeah, we're not interested in that. I would say get Theologian, get Scholar. Obviously Scholar and Theologian, a little less indivisible in medieval times at the very least. We'll see what we can do with that. So let's dismiss Father. Thank you. End the Regency. You have done... I mean, he's more than happy to accept. He is our loyal servant. What a legendary man. Give him some gold because we're generous. Give him some piety. A sermon will be dedicated to his efforts. I like that a lot. We don't have to do it, but it's about solidifying everything we've done so far. A sermon to the efforts of the great Odophime, a man who was also passed over in succession. I think there were 2 generations passed over in succession. It's got a lot of people who don't like her. Someone quite rightly pointed out in the comments as well, now that we're absolute crown authority, or at least we were, of course. We can get back to that. We can just designate a successor, so we don't need to worry about going down the, whatever that tree is called. My memory is not working today. You're going to have to bear with me here. The leadership, we don't have to go down founder to inheritance instinct and declare someone. We can just do it manually. So then, do we want to immediately try an expedition? You know what? Immediately, no. Pilgrimage. Obviously, we go on a pilgrimage, right? Pious pilgrimage. Now, as I believe I've adequately demonstrated at this point, having wasted a lot of our previous character's life on it, which is why I was happy to play for a lot longer, the length of the pilgrimage actually doesn't matter at all, despite people saying otherwise. I'm sure it does in the base game. It's just for whatever reason, whatever thing we've got going on right now. That's not the case. Let's go on a basic introductory pilgrimage to the capital. What we'll do is we'll tour our lands. We'll kind of treat it as a grand tour. I never go on those. I should do them more. We're going to go altruism because, of course, she is generous and humble. And I feel like those go quite well into being altruistic. Although it's kind of hard to say that you're altruistic and humble if you're making a grand tour of it. But there we go. Let's go ahead and, you know, it's a YouTuber in the thumbnail giving the food to the homeless people. Let's go. I want to change my route. How do I do that again? Sorry, you're going to have to accept my brain is not in the right place today. I've not slept in a very, very, very long time. It's medically terrifying at this stage. Oh, that's wrong. So this is going to be a total nightmare. But to be fair, it suits our character, right? Who's just had a very stressful education. She goes to university. Maybe we dodge this? No, it's learning lifestyle experience. She wouldn't dodge that. Let's head down to here. And let's head from there to here. That's ticked off, yeah? That's ticked off, good. Let's go over to here. Let's tour our domain properly. I like that. That's good. Have we hit that one too? Yeah. I don't know why they don't just permanently stay green. That would be a lot more convenient, wouldn't it, for visibility? There we are. That's good. 75 days over maximum. Motherfucker, what are you doing? You're dragging your heels a bit there, aren't you? Superior mounts. That seems good. A faster pilgrimage. Doesn't really make much sense, but never mind. It probably takes some medical equipment too, because we're altruistic. Should I do that on the way back then? It's quite frustrating. There you go. Okay, I've jiggled things around a bit and everything seems to be fine. We're still hitting all the same. Oh, no, I missed one again. Oh, good Lord. Jesus, this is painful. I need someone to come and play for me today. Good Lord above. Right, so we're going from there down to... Let's go from Baghdad to here first. What a messy, messy route. Okay, that'll do as long as it allows it. Whatever. 1,500 gold on a pilgrimage. So much for being humble. Unless she's packing that to give away to people, I suppose. All right, you know what? Let her cook. See what she can do with it. A blessing for you, a bad memory for me. Oh, no. This person needs a blessing. A consumption, typhus-ridden, lovers, pox-afflicted, dwarven lady. Oh. Like a lady with dwarfism. Not dwarven. That kind of gives the wrong impression, given that we're in a fantasy world to some extent. Oh, travelers are nice. Yeah, okay. We'll try and... Really, we want to max out Pilgrim, right? We've got to max out Pilgrim. What do these do for us? It's just various travel stuff. Yeah, I'm not really worried about that. Yes, obviously give this person a blessing. They need their help, for God's sake. Alms for the poor. Absolutely. Oh, 900 gold. Oh, God, this is painful. This is so painful to see. I mean, I understand we're making 400 gold a month. It's barely a drop in the bucket. There you go. Pilgrim level 1. Boom. Okay, let's see what we can do then on our very pious journey over here. We've already got 3,000 piety, so I'm not concerned that we'll be able to... you know, crack on with the ascension when it's available. An accomplished master. Maybe I should hire her. Who is she? Oh, she's a teacher. Oh, interesting. Should we get her to join my court? A person is not enough to risk the fury of... We're gonna steal someone from Duke Elfgamesh. Do any of these affect our... No, okay, you know what? Leave her here. None of those affect our piousness or you know, or us being nice and humble and altruistic and generous, so we won't worry about it. All the female members of our dynasty are just copy and paste now, aren't they? Terrifying. Horrible inbreeding coefficient. And we're done with absolute... Oh, I was going to say we're done with absolutely no events whatsoever. You look like a refined gentlewoman. I know of a simply divine experience not far from here. Okay. We got extra pilgrimage experience, and we gain 1 extra learning. Hell yeah, you know we want that. Boom, there you go. Thank you. Pilgrimage is over. 243 piety. Probably thinking that's not very much. Well, it's like 1/8 of what we earned being on a pilgrimage for 10 years. I'm never going to let that be forgotten. A child. Oh no. Did you hear that, my empress? Aurelia seems ill at ease at our dark shelter. The child immediately vanishes deeper into the caves. Oh no, follow the child. Hello. We've delved deeper and deeper into the earth, leaving the bright sunlit landscape behind us for an increasingly dark, damp tunnels. As I catch up with the girl, I'm distracted by a splendorous sight. An ancient system of underground canals extend as far as the eye can see. Welcome, Empress, to my very own palace. It's likely to dwarf even yours. Oh, it's hidden tunnels here in the Middle East. This always ends quite well in fiction, doesn't it? You uncover some sort of ancient evil and you put a curse. Find an old artifact. 97% chance. Can learn something from this structure. Irrigation insights. Or, girl, you must learn to respect your betters. No. Let's see if we can find something. A Sasanian sword. It's fun to say. A good journey. We got a lot of learning perks from that because we hit all those sites on the way back. Overseer seems appropriate for her. Seems only the most appropriate thing for her, actually, out of all of them. Church and State, thank you. Radiant, thank you. We've almost finished the Theologian tree already, and we've only just started. You'll love to see it. What have we got going on here, then? Have I not got better learning books? We do have a pie recipe. Isn't that great? That's very good to know. Intrigue learning. Okay. Let me go through and see if I can find some better just learning experience books here. That works out pretty well. We've already collected quite a lot of books, obviously, because I was trying to boon piety before, so this has worked pretty well. We've got 10% learning from that. What was that? 10%. So 10% learning across the board with all of them. This one also gives learning +5, this medicinal jar, which is pretty cracked. It's a 52 at the age of 17. I'll take that. What I want to have a look for, pretty much has got a crown. We've been using the paper crown for all those years that we stole from... Who stole that? Was it Þarþuþhaþhi? Jesus, is that the only thing that's been passed down our entire line? I guess it probably was. Or was it a second one? Either way, it doesn't really matter too much. Let's see what artifacts we can buy and see if there's any for the crown slot. Oh my god. Whoa! Oh, it's a pedestal item. It doesn't count. Image of Odessa is fun. We can't use it, though, because we don't fulfill the requirements. What do we sort by that? Oh, it doesn't really matter, though, does it? Nubian Goblet. What does this one give? Prestige. These are all pedestal items. The Axe of Allah. Whoa. Hello. Oh, my lord. Prowess +4. Piety 2.2 per month. Monthly piety 20%. And Duke Hussein is willing to sell that to us. Absolutely. Thank you, fella. Oh, my lord. Happily use that one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. See what else we can buy here. The Crown of Justinian is a core artifact that I would be very happy to take and just buy. You know what? I'm something of a collector myself. Give me the image of Odessa. I know we can't use it. Give me the Crown of Thorns. I would just start a collection, okay? That seems good. I mean, I was just looking for, like, a crown for a head, not really just, like, a crown for a courtroom. I think we've already got 2, thank you. Yikes, I don't think there's any, is there? We could wear the antlers on our head. That would look pretty good. I like that look. I guess we could try and commission a crown? Steal a crown? She wouldn't do that. She's humble and generous. She wouldn't... Maybe she wouldn't even wear a crown. I guess we should probably make her dress a bit more... humbly? That's not the word. What's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't really matter too much. You know what? Let's do that. Let's sort that out. Now that's humility right there. Much better. Yeah, she wouldn't have a cloak. I mean, sorry, a crown. We could always commission one, though, just because it's like a gap in our... otherwise fairly spotless lineup, isn't it? Crown owns 0. Yeah, we can sort that out. And if we get an elf to do it as well, if they're elven culture, we get the extra benefit from it, right? Falial. Serbian. Here's a bloody question. Why is everybody in Iran Serbian right now? What's going on? I mean, we can justify if it's a shit crown, she'd be very happy with it because she's supposed to be humble. It makes perfect sense, right? 2 weeks, 5 weeks, absolutely 5 weeks. 3 adventurers will brave the ruins. Sure. Might as well bring the whole realm. I mean, it doesn't seem to impact the amount of time that it takes to set up for the the ruin, does it? So we might as well just go all in. Though, to be fair, we've got a much smaller realm these days because we're independent. Let's see if that does impact the overall time. 8 months. Okay, so I think it's always going to be 8 months, isn't it? It seems to invite guests from all over anyway. Hello. The fair little world was shocked to learn that Duke Vladimir was cowardly and meek. Oh, no. While scandal among the Radiant Shepherds. What is the Radiant Shepherds? Defend his character publicly, condemn him. Oh, we're humble. We would never do that. We should just stay silent about this. There is no good option here. We're going to just stay silent. It's a shame we can't defend him, but that's okay. Apparently she's too humble to even defend other people. That's a whole other level of humility. That's not humility. You're just socially awkward. I forgot to end the Regency. We just had to pop up there. Look. Become more powerful. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because he's about our mandate anyway, so it really makes absolutely no difference if he is regent or not, especially when we're off gallivanting around university pilgrimages and now apparently off on an adventure. Looking for that spark crystal would be lovely. Hello. I refuse. Keep it, friend. No, thank you. We don't need the gift. I appreciate that, though. Why is the one in the middle giving me blue steel? She looks like she's smelt something tremendous. She looks like she's made something smell tremendously, and the other two look like they can't say anything about it. And of course, she's not going to fess up to it because she's too humble. We're ready and prepared. Here we go, my friends. Oh! Right, okay, who fights the Stone Knight? Are you telling me we're going to send this child in? Child has 35 prowess. You've got 86! Grow up! Okay, I'll face him. She's got 86. How the hell has she got 86? Valkyrian plus 10. Blood Under House Tailoring is plus 10. Oh, wow. So they're actually starting pretty powerful off the bat. Oh, and all of our various different equipments and such things. Yes, I'm not going to send my 13-year-old sister to fight this Stone Knight, thank you. I appreciate the offer, though. Better men than you have died trying to break my guard. You are 17. You have never fought anyone before in your life. Maybe you should chill out a little bit. It's going to stress her out getting into combat like this, but we'll have to be careful. Come on. And then, strike parry riposte. It freaks her out because she's calm. It makes sense that a calm, humble person would be stressed out by physical combat. I actually quite like that. That's a nice bit of character development. Why are you looking at me like that? It's freaking me out. Show me that spark crystal. Oh, God. Look at his hat, though. That's an awesome hat. I will face him. The very pissed off knight who's in the middle of something quite important. He seemed quite annoyed there. Taste silver. You lose stress because you're generous. Yes. Throw gold at the statue. That's so funny that you lose stress for throwing money at a statue. Oh, God, that's so good. Okay, and there's no risk to that one as well, so there's no reason why we wouldn't do it. Come on, crystal. Bro, we went this whole campaign finding like one crystal, and then these last two characters have absolutely got it in the bag. Holy shit, to be fair, though, I've been going on more expeditions, and the reason for that is I was told, you know, you can go to the place in your garden. You don't have to traipse halfway across the world. Remember to pack in a lot more expeditions when you do that, funnily enough. Oh, shit. And, of course, Eager Adventurer, we need to get that up as high as possible. Has that been nerfed again? I know there were talks of that. We're still good on that front. Minus 25 from each tier, so obviously cumulative minus 50 there. Back indoors. Right. Okay. Well, that was faster than I anticipated. Speaking of faster than I anticipated, we're almost at the final tier of that, at which point, again, we'll go through scholarships. So I'm not so concerned about flipping over. Of course, intrigue's going to be building up, but are you a particularly intriguing character? It's your 4th highest skill. Or perhaps a more sensible person would say 2nd lowest skill. I don't think anything suits you. Calm, humble, generous. Calm, humble, generous. How am I supposed to play that? She did kill someone as a child, but that doesn't count. She was basically framed for murder as a child. Torturer? Hold on, hear me out then. Calm, humble, generous. She's very religiously inclined. Something, something, Mother Teresa, something, something, no politics, please. We could start going into torturer. And we could torture people who aren't our religion. It's the best justification I've got for any of these. Maybe she would also want to uncover mistruths in the realm. Or perhaps I should phrase it as injustices. I could see something like that. Okay, I think this is a stretch. This I need to see a bit more zealotry from her first before I commit to, you know, becoming effectively an inquisition. Oh, the Fauca-Hyanda crown. Wow, it's lovely. It is so lovely. I, as the player, think, wow, that's terrible. I can't believe I'm wasting my money on that. But she is a humble character. Loves it. She's not going to wear it. She keeps it for special occasions. Oh. Is this it? Oh my god, this is it. Remember we got that message about the bubonic plague ages ago. Nothing happened. Oh my god, I think this is actually it. The streets of Kurdistan have turned silent. Death has cast a plague over this once thriving metropolis. Everywhere one goes, one cannot escape the ceaseless noise of hacking and coughing from the infected. Congealed blood staining their clothes a deep crimson. Already, people are calling this affliction Emperor Kalanor's flu. There's nary a soul in town who hasn't been beset by this terrible disease, and it continues to creep towards the noble class fast. Summon the physician. Wow, we're losing legitimacy for that. I mean, obviously, it makes sense. It looks as if you've been cursed by the spark or by whatever gods you believe in. Is this like the plague of plagues then? This is like the one, right? Can we see the plagues map? Boom. Emperor Kalanor's flu? Wait, is it... Oh, it's broken out here. Consumption? No, that's not right. What happened with the plague then? Because we got the notification for it, and then it just, like, nothing happened. Maybe that is it. Maybe it's going to be like a plague of consumption? Rather than, you know, like the plague. Apocalyptic. Oh, interesting. That's all it is, just apocalyptic. Ugh. Okay, I mean, that's fine. That'd be interesting, if nothing else. It's a shame we haven't had the proper Black Death, though, huh? Who are you? Oh, your mother. Oh, it's Arwenia. I was going to say, he's getting the copy and paste job. So she's a little bit drunk, a little bit red in the face there. The dim flickering light of Arwenia's infirmary illuminates the scene. I have a number of observations regarding Emperor Kalanor's flu. Desperate measures. I think we've got to. I don't think that's ever failed me so far, so we're gonna throw that out there. Boom, wonderful. Major epidemic prevention. Oh no, we lose taxes and help people. That's well within the character. Thank you. Ooh. My liege, have you heard what they call you, my courtier? Rendil says to me while shrugging. They call you Empress Elfmeramis the Peaceful. Spectacular, is it not? It's on the lips of peasants and noble alike. It's cause of celebration. Oh, that's a really cool nickname. The Peaceful. That's nice. That really does suit us. Sorry, I was repairing artifacts and that just pops up. Enter a trench regency. Yes, I think we probably will, actually. Of course, we will offer him the party. Hang on, I thought I did give him the... Did he not accept? Did I not give him chance to accept? Ah, yeah, okay. I imagine I offered it and then immediately went off to university or whatever and ruined it, right? We can exchange hostages with West Slavia? I guess we could. Your sister and cousin? Sure. And in return, we'll take, Kalanoran? Okay, yeah, he's up for that exchange. What we need to do is start investing into our military, actually, because we haven't got alliance with anything with France here right now, huh? And they're sat right on our borders looking quite terrifying with their 380,000 troops, and we'd have no way to stop them if they did decide to gobble us up. What about allies? We've got no allies at all. Okay, that's good, though. Having no allies is good, because it means that we can start marrying off sisters eventually to really lock in some alliances here. And there we are, Theologian. Boom, took us no time at all, huh? Sorry, before I forget, let me just display all of my... Oh! Crown of Thorns, Crown of Justinian, Skullcap of Charlemagne, Alexander's armor. I mean, the Crown of Thorns, though, is nice to display. It doesn't actually do anything for us. To be fair, neither does the image of Edessa. Well, we've got to display one of them, which looks nicer. It's not very humble, is it, displaying all of these, pilfered artifacts? Well, not pilfered, but pilfered by someone else, and then we bought into them, and that means, obviously, there's no guilt by association, right? That's how it goes. Education under duress. I see my court tutor, Elendar, with a flock of students. Tutor, what is a parallelogram? Tutor, what does it mean to make love? Tutor, I should be blowing my flute louder or much louder. Elendar looks up at me with sunken eyes. My lady, I can bear it no longer. Relieve me. Oh, aren't they, darling? I'll buy you a trumpet, Rendil, that will be louder yet, or we shall search for a new tutor. Oh god, he's gonna lose learning if I don't. He's like really good though, isn't he? He was like very good at his job. Does it say like, oh, he's got good aptitude? I'm not gonna fire him. I'm sorry, aren't they, darling? I'm sorry, I can't do it. So for Ascension, we actually only need a measly 1400 piety. Why don't we found a holy order? That would probably help out. Oh, it costs money to found a holy order. Sorry, it costs money. I thought we'd get a little piety back, but clearly not. I've got it totally backwards in my mind. Is there anything we can do right now? Meditate in seclusion. Okay. Yeah, we should do that. We should do that quite frequently. I like that. The remote mountains of Kuftidkan. I don't think that's how that's pronounced. Difficult and dangerous place. More like to gain personal insights. Yeah, you know what? Do it. You're supposed to be the peaceful, so meditation suits you. Yeah, let's travel up to that apocalyptic plague that's happening. That seems good. Yeah, we'll do that. So I was just looking through that plague map again, see how it was all going on. Look at up here. Kalanorin's coughs. She's getting absolutely thwomped up there by stuff. What is that? Perhaps flew all through the... I can't remember what the name of that basin is called, but you know the place. What have we got down here? Oh, thanks, Obama. Thanks for the pox there. And that's pretty much all. Kalanor's boils. Kalanor's really not having a good time. Emperor Kalanor's flu. Kalanor, for God's sake, have a bath. I really just don't know what happened to the plague. It's just like it didn't happen. Maybe it fired and we were just like... Was it? Maybe we were on a... Maybe that's when we were on our 10-year pilgrimage. Maybe it came and went. And that was it. Oh, shit. Consumption. You know what? We must soldier on. She's going to be humble. Play the character. I'm sorry, maybe this is playing her to a fault, but I think she's going to... She's an intelligent character, but simultaneously, we're just going to have faith. We're going to have faith in Faces that she will cure us. Even though we know that Faces is just like Grandma. Weird old battle Grandma who's now gone off to the other side of the world and took every last penny of the realm with her. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. She's a strong elf. She doesn't need... She needs the medicine. She's more than good. Ah. Hello. Duke Abdullah is going to... Oh, no. His dog is meeting Grond. I forgot that she had a dog called Grond. What happened? A vicious fight. Call your mutt off. When I get Grond back, Duke Abdullah leaves without so much of a backwards glance. No, Grond. I hope Grond's okay. Bring out the wolf's head. Oh, dear. I grew impatient, however. No matter how much I sat, I was unable to feel anything but boredom. Well, that was a good journey, wasn't it? Great work. Well done. Maybe this is a good excuse for her to go whole of body. Maybe she got a little bit scared. You know, she went out there. I would argue that it's probably quite hard to meditate if you've been afflicted by a tremendous case of consumption. Fair enough. What have we also got here, then? Border guards, control growth. That's probably not a terrible idea. Supply duration. Go raiding. Oh, now bear in mind, human sacrifice was a part of our... Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about that. Human sacrifice. Does she... Now, even though it's part of our culture, doesn't mean we have to indulge in it. Does she strike you as the type of person who'd be into human sacrifice? Generous, humble, and calm. You can calmly sacrifice people. Dare I say it? Let's give it a go and see what happens. I'm not going to make you my bodyguard. You're awful. Court artificer. I suppose it's better to have a court artificer than none whatsoever. Honestly, let's try it. We could also marry our sister off to someone. Matrimony, should buy alliance power. What have we got here? We got alliance with France if we marry off to Erendor Padaseed. Problem with that, though, is we need to make sure we change heir. Otherwise, it will fall into our dynasty's hands. Unfortunately, otherwise, we may end up playing as the Emperor of France here. Actually, there's really no downside to it whatsoever. Oh, no. Worst case scenario. Okay, fair enough. Well, I mean, we lose our bloodlines, but that would be kind of annoying. What about non-matrilineally? Oh. Still fine with that, huh? It doesn't matter because they're the same dynasty, of course. It makes absolutely no difference. Sure. There you go. All right, fine. Yeah, I'm all right with that. Boom. It keeps us nice and safe. Keeps us away from their wrath as well. That's nice. I like that. Nice, strong Eastern unit over here. Very good. Conclude your meditation. How'd that work out for you? Let's go. Raiding? Whew, this seems weird to say, but... Maybe she doesn't have to lead the armies. Maybe that's how we could justify it. She doesn't lead the armies, but again, human sacrifice is a necessary part of our religion now. So... if she's going to be a religious theologian-style character, we should definitely do something about that. Again, you can do it calmly. You don't have to scream like a sadist. You don't have to, you don't have to be a lunatic about it. You just have to do it calmly and righteously. It's a chore like anything else. Oh, you flatter... Okay, sorry, I was just going to ignore it, but we've got to read this. Your virtue is a bowl of porridge. I really want to smooch you, that I may know if your prowess carries off the battlefield. You put Aphrodite to shame. These lines are but a bleak reflection of my feelings for you. I'll do anything to prove my loyal affections. Is it the Kalanoran? I've heard about you. My God, look at his wife. Madam, what's going on? She's hideous. I could have told you that. Sorry, I assumed she was a descendant of Þarþuþhaþhi rather wrongly, I suppose. I thought somehow the genes had carried on. No, stop that. Really, just please, God's sake, stop that. Okay, yeah, no, she can stay at home and focus on her studies and stay calm and do whatever else. It's not very calm, is it, to be leading troops in a rampage? Oh, but this is fun. Keikarasu wants to go to Northern Africa. He's legendary. Absolutely, get sponsored, my friend, because we're generous after all. Now, I think I mentioned this last episode. There's a mod on the workshop that apparently disables selectively regions of the world, so you can disable, like, a lot of the eastern part of the map, the south part of the map. Sadly, does not work. I loaded it in, it broke everything. So, I presume it's incompatible with something slightly higher up the load, or it could be out of Destiny. It could be any number of the many, many hundreds of mods that we've got going on here. So, well, not quite hundreds, but quite a lot of mods that we've got going on here. So, fair enough. You know, I'm not really that concerned. Let's get ourselves some prisoners, shall we? Ooh, my Empress. Efforts to attend the sick and dying among the poor have been difficult but necessary work. Lately, the families of the dying have begun to accuse the crown of not truly caring for the diseased. We shall build a poorhouse. Boom. This is great. These diseases are doing great work for our piety, aren't they? What? You lost the trait High Elf. You gained the trait High Elf. Huh. What? I wonder what that was all about, huh? Clearly some sort of background mechanic that explains why we've seen on the character finder like lots of different high elf traits. I wonder what that means, whether there's something going on with that. Should we bring Gron to the council meeting? It's a trick question. Obviously the answer is yes. Come on. Scheme at court. That's fine. Don't worry about that. I'm sorry, Empress Elf Moranus, says Duke Galandor. I have to disagree with you. Just grrr. Grond gives a guttural growl, and Duke Galandor jerks back, looking from the dog to me and back. On second thought, it's a great idea. Good work, Grond. That's how you rule. By having your dog attack and be belligerent towards your counselors. That won't get you killed. Hey, good as new. There you go. Lost trait consumption. Now, she could lead the armies if she wanted to. We're going to do that. Again, we're just here. We're not even here for the money. The money is a nice side effect. We're not even here for that. Oh, God. What's this? We've got to join the feud. All right, we'll join the feud. We'll just say yes and agree with him and blah, blah, blah. Oh, my man's fighting hyenas in the desert. Get it. Oh, 2 progress. Oh, my God. What the hell is this you found? My lady. I've returned from Northern Africa with an artifact of my journey. The most exquisite Islamic pyxis container that exists, carved in pure ivory, showcasing intricate craftsmanship. Oh, it's lovely. It doesn't work for us, but that is very lovely. Thank you. This is magnificent. I appreciate that, my friend. Our friend died. Baron Erendor died. Who was Baron Erendor? I don't even remember a Baron Erendor. Oh, God. Did she become a flagellant or did she become improvident? Oh, dear. Both are quite appropriate. I feel like a flagellant, though, is somebody who's going a bit farther down a much more violent path. I feel like she's... I don't know. I feel like a calm character wouldn't suddenly be a flagellant, though I think it's more interesting. Because, of course, money's no object, so Improvident isn't that interesting to pick. But I guess it suits the character better, because she is also very generous. So there you are. Generous and humble. It makes sense. Again, I think it's a less interesting option, but it certainly makes most sense. Well, we've got a lot of prisoners. I guess we'll bring her back and... Oh, no, Grond! No! He starts wagging his tail slowly, but cannot raise his head. Oh, that's so sad. You'll be forever at my side. We're going to skin Grond. We're going to skin Grond. It seems weird by a 21st century standard, but it's a different time. Let's bring these prisoners back. I've killed maybe half my army to, yeah, 66,000 troops. Almost 60,000 troops have died just to attrition. To what? Kidnap. How many people did we even get from that in the end? 8 people. That was worth it. We traded 60,000 elven lives for 8 humans. Well done. So then we pop open our prison, which is this one here, and we say, execute all. Would that say that will filter out? Prisoners that are hidden by a filter exempt from mass execution will not be... okay, so hold on. Yes, you're right. We need to say, not Fauca-Hyanda. And we should probably say not Thaliel. Maybe even not Divine Spark. I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. And then we'll just execute them all. What do we get for that? Have I got to execute them one by one? 250 party. Oh, because she's generous, she would never do it. Right, okay. I see what the game is implying. What it's trying to say is, because she's generous, she would probably let her prisoners go. But goes completely contrary. Oh my God, are you joking? For 250 a prisoner. That's like 2,000 piety we just do not have access to. Oh, you fucker. God damn you. Oh, okay. Well, 60,000 troops, and for what? So I could bring some people back to Baghdad and then release them. Incredibly cruel. And apparently crash the game. Cancel. Okay, apparently I'm not allowed to release them, though. All right, never mind. Forget it. Convert them. Good idea. You should get piety for converting people. Here. Demand conversion. Goodbye. Yes, do it like this. Demand conversion. Goodbye. Good idea. This is a good way to spread the word. They're not exactly important people. Maybe we kidnap people, like the children of emperors, direct heirs, that type of thing, and we convert them. Ah, now that's a way we could play intrigue. Bearing in mind, she's going to get a lot of intrigue perks because she gets that 25% experience from being an erudite oracle. 3 perks before we go a little crazy with things. We're going to go for pedagogy. We're going to go for scientific. Sure, that's okay. Plague resistance we'll take. Now, we've got a choice. We've got Ritual of Ascension, right? We have the Spark Crystal. I don't know whether or not it'll affect Melandia. They're betrothed, but they're not married. If I say we'll do it together, be my closest loved one, should we just try it and see what happens? Should we just give it a go? What's the downside? We find another Spark Crystal. Well, that is a big downside, yeah. Has it worked? That's the real question. You join hands around the crystal. As you meditate, your minds form a connection. You feel the spark inside the crystal with your thoughts, and together you reach out and release it. We are now true elves, building our way back up there. I've become more Hazard. Did it work? Did not affect Melandia. Oh, no. It did affect Aravena, which arguably we didn't want. Okay, we know that now. We know that for the future. It's a bit unfortunate, but it's not a big deal, is it? We can go on another expedition. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll just get lucky. I feel like they're more common. I doubt they'd have been balanced, but I feel like... why not invite everybody? What's the downside to it, huh? Still takes 9 months. I feel like we've been getting them much more frequently, but again, it might just be the fact that we're able to do expeditions a lot more frequently. I've been a lot more diligent about it. I think at this point in my life, all their hair's falling out. What's going on? Melandia and Arwenia all have... Look at that. What's happening there? Are you okay? Clearly not. They look quite unwell. Hello, are you good? What is his disease? Oh, consumption. Oh, fair enough then, I suppose. I need some sort of like bloodthirsty, tyrannical conqueror as our next character. I think that would be quite helpful because we've got all these cool mechanics as our religion, all based on faces, and then they ended up with the nicest character ever. It cannot be seen, it cannot be felt, cannot be heard, cannot be smelled. It lies behind stairs and under hills and empty holes it fills. It comes first and follows after, ends life and kills laughter. It's darkness. Whoa, my people will learn from this find. Yes, they will. You know what I learned from? Shit, come on. You know what I learned from? A Spark Crystal, that's right. Oh, Armor of the Ravager, that's not it. But I will take a Spark Crystal, though. Kapow! Bollocks. Nothing. I think we got unlucky this time. I don't think we got a damn thing. That's unfortunate. Okay, we got some armor. That's fun. I'll take the armor. Well, I mean, I suppose we'll go Iron Constitution. That seems good. Development County Efficiency. That seems pretty good. What else have we got over here? Again, I don't think the combat's ever going to be relevant. She's too calm and generous and nice. Boring character. What a terrible mistake this was. Chance of reinforcing congenital traits up by 5%. There you go. That'll do. We'll take that. Yeah, I guess we'll try and blitz forward today until she can marry Melandia so they can start having some 5 bloodline high elf minimum, of course, potentially true elf children. And yes, I haven't forgotten we can take concubines. Sadly, the state of the concubines in this core are really pathetic, really just awful, really terrible. Erelas! Oh, what have you done? The morning chorus of twittering birds accompanying me down the cell of the light of dawn give way to the gloomy darkness. Once my eyes adjust to the lack of light, a culinary tragedy is unveiled. Apple cores, scattered crumbs, bones cleansed, flesh flensed. Flensed clean of their meat in shock. I look around and there is Erelas. He's eating everything. You'll pay that back and more if you have to. We're generous, so we wouldn't. My treat, I guess, but it's still going to stress her out critically. Bollocks. Okay, well, listen, just give some money away, stupid. Just spend some money. What's wrong with you? Donate to charity. Just live your life. Boom. Make sure you tell everyone about it like a good, humble character would. Then I can put it in the thumbnail as well. Ooh. Holding of Humania gains House of Worship. Hang on, where is this holding? Hey, show me that. Humania. Well, we got to do something about that, haven't we? Much better. Yes, goodbye, Humania. It's Elfia now. Yes, a House of Worship. What is a House of Worship? What does that do for us? House of Worship building. Monastic Gardens, Beekeepers. Hey? Oh, I see. Oh, interesting. I wasn't allowed to upgrade that before, so I wonder if we've picked up some more cultural stuff. Let me just... Oh, look. Okay. You got level 4 culture there. I mean, look, I've got to spend this money on something, right? And we're supposed to be generous, so we're giving back to the people in somewhere or another. It's been a very uneventful year or so. We're here on another expedition to try and find that spark crystal. The only thing of importance I would say I've done, obviously I've been dumping points into scholarship just to get down to there as fast as possible, building up buildings. I noticed we had a whole bunch of land down in Yemen. I've just been passively upgrading it. But I thought, you know what? At this point, let's give it away. So I've given it to none other than King Ottofine. I can't believe our current character's father, given that we're all eternal here, is only 51. Actually kind of shocking. So I thought he finally deserves some land of his own. He's now the king of Yemen. Good for him. Arwenia hates us even more because not only did she lose out on inheriting the whole empire, it's now... she is a queen, but it's her husband that owns the land. She's probably quite upset about that. I do feel bad for Arwenia, but sadly, that's just how shit goes, isn't it? Show me the spark crystal. If we could immediately ascend Mainlandia alongside Elf Miramis, that would be truly amazing. Oh, Queen Armenia of Yemen is here. I'll face him. No, thank you. You get no victories. An opening. Try my steel, cur. You think you can... She would never say that. Okay, well, let's go for that one. Oh, boom, aspiring Blademaster. Hello. Okay, I'll take that for sure. All from fighting stone statues, which, to be fair, if you're going to train on anything, people made of quite literal stone seems pretty good. Holy shit, we've got one. And that is that. Thank you. Time to head home. I'll take it. Thank you. Yeah, we already are home. Obviously, that's an expedition in our garden again. Beautiful. It's really convenient having a spark crystal mine right next to your house, isn't it? So what is it we need for the next level of ascension? It's so unfortunate that last one didn't affect a betrothed. It makes sense that it doesn't, though. 7,000. 7,000. Then we become a Fae, right? So it was Fae, High Fae, then Celestial. So we've got a lot of ascension to go. The fact that we can't... Oh, God. The fact that we can't use people for piety is killing me. What the hell do we do about that? How do we gain piety now, then? Other than just going on pilgrimages occasionally. I mean, I have been building temples, right? Because temple holdings increase the holders' piety per month. So I've been going around upgrading those. But that is... That's brutal. That really is brutal. Let me see if I can juggle some artifacts here just to give us... Listen, I know we're making 68 piety per month and it's just a matter of time. But we might as well try and... We might as well try and blast what we can here. The fact the Ark of the Covenant is right there and we can't do anything about it is so sad. It's so sad, isn't it? It just does nothing for us. I'm looking for court artifacts that I can... Oh, God, I can just throw into our court and just forget about it and forget about all the other benefits we're getting because I think this is more useful, isn't it? Oh, God, they're all terrible, aren't they, at this point? Jesus. Okay, I'll say all for piety. 8%, 8%, 10% lifestyle experience. We'll probably take some of these. Okay, let's take like one of those. Give me that. And then we'll just flip over to all the books that give piety benefits now, and we'll just go from there. They'll be more or less the same as what we've got, but it's the best I can do. Oh my God, this book gives monthly piety 18%. Look, Duke Elkamesh, and he's willing to sell it to us. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Why on earth does that book give that? Oh no, have I potentially missed quite a few that do that? 4%, 4%, 4%, 4%. Nothing. Just that one book in particular is a very pious book indeed. My God. Oh, look at that. Old wounds are healing. Empress Elf Miramis, we had our differences in the past. Why don't you agree that it's time to let bygones be bygones? Mother, you hated me as a baby because I was given your title by your mother. But yes, I mean, it's not anyone's fault. It's Faces' fault and only Faces' fault. And even then, maybe Faces did what was best for the realm, huh? Arguably not, because we've ended up with a very passive character. It's time. It's time for them to get married, because she's finished educating her younger brother husband, who's also a mastermind philosopher. Oh my God, until we meet again. Now, you might notice that I've done a lot of jiggling around. I've swapped all of our good core artifacts, or more of our less humble court artifacts for more humble court artifacts. In this case, just a bunch of stuff that gives piety. It's not very good. Like the Ox's bracelets, like famed pedestal items instead of legendary armors and such things. That book that gives the 18% monthly piety and whatever. It's all adding up quite significantly. Plus, if we marry this guy and set him to affect our learning. That should give us a boatload. And then our monthly piety is going to be in, like, a really, really good place. Not really enough to be doing the ascension so frequently, but still, like, a really good place. Should we do it? Should we have a matrilineal marriage? Oh, we can't, unfortunately. Okay, there's a minus 148% chance of the children being inbred. Fair enough. We get allied with King Orifeme, our father. That makes sense, yes. Let's do it. Sure. Boom. I was kind of hoping we could have a grand wedding, but that's okay. Do you have to do it from this menu while there's a betrothal happening? Is that it? Really don't remember. No, you have to have promised it ahead of time. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, sure. Then we have, we're only one perk off of Scholar. We throw you on Patronage because you're very, very good. It's 109, we're up from 105 there. Damn. Still only 109, huh? I mean, that's not bad going, is it? I mean, 10 months for 1,000 piety seems pretty fair. That's pretty reasonable, especially when you live for many, many, many hundreds of years. What about soulmates? How did he come out anyway, Melandia? Mastermind Philosopher, Diligent, Vengeful, Calm. Interesting. So he's a bit more of like a violent zealot, a bit more of a calm, vengeful. Again, a bit more kind of an inquisitive type, as in like an inquisition, not as in like he likes asking questions, you know? Similar, but different sides, I think, of the same coin. Let's see if we can turn him into a soulmate. That's something we haven't ever done before. Or maybe we have, but certainly not enough. Write him a love poem. I think he would love that. And he did love that. Absolutely, because he's a very learned man. Another pilgrimage immediately. We're just going to go to the closest one, and we'll just keep going out to further and further ones and just carry on like that instead of plotting enormous routes across the place. We'll just slowly head out over time. I think that's the right way to go about it. Bought the Holy Path. Hello. We brought the whole court along with us. Well, I mean, I say we brought the whole court along with us. Yeah, it's our court. We've just gone to our garden. Really, I think we just want to get the pilgrimage, the pilgrim trait as fast as possible, right? What is it at the higher level? Okay, we still can't see. That's fine. I should make an offering. Boom, you should. Yes, very, very good. You will lose Dei Gratia. Oh, we're going to give them a book. That's okay. That's okay. We're generous. Absolutely, we should. This has been an all right pilgrimage to say it was just 2 seconds away. And it crashed. So typical. So the best pilgrimage we've had in a long time, isn't it? Abbey is to be formed. Melandia, we need a better name for you. That's not a very appropriate name for what we've got going on. We should make a new culture too before I forget. Or at least we'll do that tomorrow. I haven't forgotten. It's just, you know, it's on the to-do list. Why can I not rename you? Is it because we're busy? It didn't crash this time, which is a good sign. This poor game, it's held together by nothing but hope and toothpicks at this point, isn't it? My God. Okay, sorry, Melandia, listen, about that rename though, fella. Oh, I can't. Why not? How bizarre. Huh. Have we had this problem before? Oh, well, it doesn't really matter too much, I suppose. Let's go for Scholar, then. Hey, thank you. I'll definitely take that one. We get more monthly piety per every point of learning, so that one's, like, pretty enormous. So we'll happily take that one. Thank you. 128 piety per month now, so we're doing good work. We found a new university. Oh, really? Whoa. Okay. The University of Kirkuk. Where is that exactly? I love that we've basically centralized all of the world's knowledge here. Can we? Where is that? Was it under House of Wisdom, Grand Temple, Legendary Watchtower? Can we see where the universities are on the map, or is that not allowed? God, our development is nuts. Look at that. We've got to be like the best in the world at this point, surely. Rome is at 89, which is pretty enormous. And then there was this guy up here, 83. So Rome is the one to beat. I can't see anywhere better than that. There's a pretty good amount kind of centralized over here. Yeah, it's Rome to beat at this point then. How are we looking? Baghdad, 89. Joint first for development. Why do you not gain piety for donating money for charity? That doesn't make any sense. Expedition. We've already got the Spark Crystal, right? We're just sitting waiting for the piety now. Let's go on another pilgrimage immediately. Why the hell not? Pious pilgrimage. Absolutely. Let's head down to... I suppose we've already been here. To be fair, there's a lot of holy sites around. Do you think we can get enough piety before this baby's born? It doesn't work... So in CK2, if I remember correctly, I wrote a whole mod that redid the genetics for CK2. But I really, off the top of my head, don't remember whether or not I think it triggers when the baby is born. That's when you roll for genes to see what it gets. It's not on conception or anything like that. So I'll assume it's the same in this game. I can't imagine why it wouldn't be the case. That'd be the same in this game anyway. What I'm thinking is if we could maybe blitz out enough piety, we could potentially ascend, and then this baby has a much better chance of getting a higher trait. And it will basically be guaranteed to get a higher trait immediately off the bat there too. Right, what can we do here? Plus 2% monthly piety on Queen Faces his tome. Top of what it's already got. Ooh. Does it not already have? Yeah, 8%. Oh, that must be how that guy boosted it up then, huh? Okay, give me another 2% monthly piety, please, by all means. It's been an honor. There's another 300. We'll get it. We'll get it. Be patient. Oh, there's a chance we can pick out another ancient treasure. We pick out a precious treasure. Okay, so we didn't actually get like an artifact this time. Oh, God, we're not going to make it in time, are we? How long until this babby is formed? Where is it? Prognant? God, there's too many traits here. I cannot pass any of this. 8 months. Okay, we got a month to pick up 1,000 prestige. I don't think that's going to happen. But that child will become our heir, so I guess it doesn't really matter, right? We've just got to get that shit locked in before our second heir. Just go on a pilgrimage immediately. If you give birth during a pilgrimage, that's like a holy baby. I don't make the rules. That's how it works, okay? You can ask anybody. Everyone knows that. Get the fuck out of here. God damn. Oh, money. Wait. To romance. Wait, did I also... Wait, who am I seducing? Who? Seduce? Romance? What the fuck's that? Romance. Learn the language of Gunda's Tigin. I don't know when the hell I did that. That must have been a misclick. I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't want to learn his language. That's fine. I can deal with that. Baby has been formed. Elf Moramus. Hello. What? Does that say fucking elf blood? Don't. What? No. That's impossible. That doesn't even make any sense. Hi. There must be a bug. High elf plus. I mean, what are we with true elf? Must be a bug. Must be a bug. Oh. Well, actually, maybe not. I mean, okay, I don't think it's a bug, but I assume what's happening is because the elven traits, it's not on a traditional scale in the sense that because it goes from, like, elf blood to elf, true elf, fae, high fae, etc., 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 it's not a traditional scale like it is ugly to genius. So I imagine what's happening here, because we've got mismatched elven tiers... It's only taking a one parent's blood into account, right? And maybe that's why it's... Well, no, surely they must be on a tier in that case. I wonder if it's only taking into account, in this case, the father's bloodline. Because they don't interact with one another. And then it rolled a dice against that. So you either get elf blood, elf, or high elf. And then maybe if we'd have gotten lucky and have rolled on this one, instead maybe we'd have got true elf, high elf, or whatever comes below that. So... maybe that's what's happening. I'm not sure. Oh, man. That's a real shame. What a losing battle, huh? Oh, almost enough. We're almost there. It's 7,000 for the ascension. Damn, that sucks. Is there a way I can kind of unify it? I would happily drop down a trait. Just in case that would kind of solidify it. Get them back both on the same tier. I would happily drop down a tier for that. Wait, elf... What the fuck am I looking at? What the hell's going on here? No, not you. Get out of here. Yeah, high elf. Shit. I wonder if that is the problem. Oh, that's so annoying, isn't it? Remarry? Remarry? My cornflakes have been pissed in. I think what I might do is add a little decision that we could, during the ascension ritual, crack open the spark crystal just for... Maybe instead we spend all the piety and we crack open a spark crystal. Maybe we give like our child 2 tiers or something like that. Or maybe even a spouse 2 tiers or something like that. Instead of just ascending us, focus it on the next generation instead. Otherwise, I feel like we are stuck in a perpetual cycle of get a character up to Celestial and then fall back down to Elven Blood and then rank them up and then fall back down to Elven Blood, rinse and repeat, right? Is it because... No, Endless Sword. Elf Blood. Let's do with that, is it? No, it shouldn't be. Unless it... Wait, a genetic copy. Did she start off... Did Elf Moramus start off Elf Blood? Is that the case? It's first iteration. Ah. Perfect genetic duplicate of their Lord Parent. Weird. Okay. Maybe it is an Endless Sword interaction then, and I'm just overlooking it. I don't have the brain power to process it. But I will. I'll go back to the drawing board. I'll think about what we actually want to do with this character. I mean, we could do the cultural reform, sure. I think what might be the better play is, you know, kind of turning her into the ruler of what will be Mesopotamia, of what is Mesopotamia, and instead we focus her efforts on raising another martial character, because there is a single continent that we haven't really touched, well, subcontinent that we haven't touched, and that is, of course, India. Totally has avoided any sort of elven meddling. Every other area of the world has some sort of elven presence, right? Obviously, all through Siberia and the steppe, you had the original elves, but of course now you've got faces heading over there. All throughout Europe and Africa, I mean, we've totally dominated the Middle East, of course, where we are now in Persia. We're everywhere, but we haven't gone over to that eastern point of the map, so maybe that could be our final character, and maybe we just jump a generation over to the next one. Maybe even retire poor sweet Elf Moramis here early, because I'm sorry, there's not a huge amount I think she can do. The big kind of amazing benefit that we got from reforming our religion, which is shitloads of piety, in theory, we can't even capitalize on because she's generous. So let's wrap it up here for today. Her and her hideous elf-blooded baby. I'll look at the workshop, see if there are any mods that improve pilgrimages too, because pilgrimages are tremendously boring, and if we're going to have to do another 5,000 to get these characters up to a decent tier, I'm not sitting through the standard boring pilgrimage again. I think I will go nuts. And then we've got to, let's get some warlord, let's get some legend going, some real insane batshit character to finish things off. A character who doesn't care about sacrifices. Let's go with ambitious and diligent and sadistic and just a real piece of shit for the final character. I think that would be a lot of fun. And then we've got to accept that this lady's just too kind. She's too nice. She's not what we need. She's not what we need. She's a good, stable ruler. I don't need that right now. Thank you for joining me. No shoutouts today, because of course we're off schedule with Rimworld as per usual. So a little bit messy with the shout situation. Oblivion starting over on the Elise and Sam channel today. Wowee! If you want to go watch that, we're playing through as an elf. So if you haven't had enough elves here, there's more elves over there. And see you all tomorrow. I'll do a little tinkering. I'll spice things up, because I cannot do another 700 pilgrimages over the next week.